Good afternoon. Welcome to the April 18, 2024 meeting of the Sacramento Flood Control Agency Board. Would the clerk please call the roll?
Thank you. Director Desmond, Director Martian, here. Director Sloan, here. Chairman Kennedy,
Here.
Director Cerna, Director Jennings,
Here.
Director Cerna is here. Director Kaplan, here. Director Talamentes, here. Director Holloway, here. Director Johns,
Here.
Director Aptis, here. Director Baines,
Here.
Director Conant.
Present.
We have a 12-member quorum.
Thank you. Will you please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
He did? Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This meeting of SAFCA is being aired on metro14live.saccounty.gov and is being recorded and will be replayed on Sunday, April 21st at 12 p.m. and will be available on SAFCA's website within 48 hours after the meeting. Thank you.
Thank you. At this time, are there any public comments?
I have not received any.
Okay, is anybody in the audience who would like to address the board at this time? Hearing and seeing none. Next item, please.
Our next item is closed session.
Happy
Counsel?
to report we don't need to do a closed session tonight.
Thank you very much. Next item.
And then we have consent items 1 through 4, which are in order.
Are there any members of the board that have any questions on an item on consent or would like to have something removed from consent at this time?
Move approval of consent. Second.
All right. Is there any public comment?
I have not received any.
Thank you. Please. Well, I guess we don't have to call the roll. We have items 1 through 4. All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Thank you. Next item.
The Executive Director's Report for April 18th.
Good afternoon, members of the board. Rick Johnson. This is going to be a very short one if you guys are feeling like I after yesterday. So, just as I saw a lot of you there, Cap to Cap was this week, and so we participated on the flood team. There were about 28 members of the team from various government agencies and a few of the environmental and engineering and law firms from around. We had 16 meetings with the congressional members and a number of the various agencies in D.C. There were two issue papers that the flood team presented, and so I'll talk about those here in a second. So the one was on modernizing the FEMA, how they treat some of the ag areas. A couple of things that we're asking is that, right now every structure on a farm requires a separate policy. We're asking that they be allowed to bundle those together. And then there's a requirement now, if you're less than 100 years, they have to elevate any new structure. And there's some structures that just don't make sense to do that. So it's just kind of a practical way of helping the ag community. So that's one of the asks. And then the other one was there's about a dozen projects and programs in the area that Cap to Cap covers, Corps of Engineers ones. We had 4 of them, the ones in yellow. These are just the requests to support the funding for that this year. 2 of ours, luckily, the dam raise and Common Features 2016 are already fully funded. Natomas is annually funded, and in the president's proposed budget for 25, there was $34.4 million in that. So the Cap to Cap flood team was asking to support that. And then the other one was in the president's proposed budget, $600,000 to continue supporting the YOLO comp study. Changing gears a little bit, next Tuesday, the Corps has worked with our congressional offices, and they're putting together what they're calling a Sacramento Basin Flood Risk Management Showcase. It's to inform the media and others are, a lot of the other agencies are invited. It's going to be out at the Weir. They want to talk about the projects in Natomas, up at Folsom, Common Features 2016, and West Sacramento, and also the YOLO study. We'll have Carla Nemeth from Department of Water Resources speaking, and Assistant Secretary of the Army is coming out, Michael Connor, and then Congresswoman Matt Sui and Congressman Bear are speaking. It's a very small site, so they're asking for RSVPs. If any of you wanting to go and haven't already RSVP'd, let me know, and we'll make sure they get you on the list so they get you accommodated. That's all I had, so I wanted to make it real short and see if there's any questions.
You did. Is there any questions at this time? Yes.
I just want to say thank you. I happened to be in one of those meetings with Representative Matt Sui, and I think your team did an excellent job of being very succinct, and thank you, Matt, for telling the ag story. I heard afterwards from Matt Sui's staff, they get it, and want to move forward on some of these things and continue the investments that you've been able to bring in. So it was successful.
Okay, great. Thank you.
It's doubtful if this year will get revisited, but it's already made it through the committee, I believe twice, right, Rick?
Yeah, I think so.
And there doesn't seem to be really any major opposition to it. I think it's negatively affecting the program in ability because so few farmers want to participate that because of the onerousness of the program, $250 for every structure to start your policy before you pay a dime. Then you start providing the flood insurance. Minimum $50,000 covers. Some of our ag structures aren't worth that. And then it's $250,000 maximum coverage for policy. That probably is a little light on some, like my hulling processing building is $2 million plus. So, there's a lot of things about the program that make it undesirable. And I have 22 structures, so just to start, I would have to pay $6,000 a year just for that. That's no coverage. That's just the privilege of starting a policy. So anyway, I'll leave it at that. I didn't want to belabor the point.
Thank you. Any others? We have any member of the public like to address the board on the executive director's report? Hearing none. Thank you, Mr. Johnson. I also want to thank both Mr. Johnson, Mr. Campbell, and Supervisor Desmond. We had a productive, fruitful meeting with part of our lobbying team while we were there, and I think it was very helpful. So thank you for arranging that. Next item, please.
Next item is separate matters. Item 6, public hearing resolution number 2024036, continued from the March 21st meeting regarding APN 22600200003, property owner Joseph and Jennifer Prioriello.
I think I got this one, Matt.
1 second, Chair Kennedy. I believe Director Abdus needs to recuse. Thank you.
Okay, well, as we know, we did not have closed session because we did come to an agreement with the parties. So at this time, I would entertain a motion to drop from the agenda. Good luck with that one, Lindy.
Do I have a motion by Director Kaplan, seconded by Director Cerna?
That sounds great. All right.
I won, but I didn't win.
Do I switch?
Hey, we're not done here, sir.
We're not done yet. Now you can't get back in.
I'm up. 30 seconds.
I think we should know for the record that Director Abbott definitely stepped out, stepped back in, stepped back out.
All right, then we have a motion to drop. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstain? Thank you. Everything else we have is receive and file, unless anybody has anything compelling they need to say. We're adjourned.